Well, hello, everyone. Welcome back to this series here that we are posting so many videos of. Yes, Galatea. Ho! I'm joined with Fua. Hi.
Hi. Hello.
Hi.
Hoi.
Hello. So it's been about 2 months since last video. And after that it was 5 months. It's going great, guys. It's going great. Yeah, stuff is happening, and we both are very busy with our private life, and just stuff. But we are back again, and we have a pretty freaking cool video for you guys today. We have 2 speed builds. We have Fua, as you see here in the back, which she will talk about just in a sec. And then I do a speed build too of a building, as you guys saw in the cinematics. So there's a little bit of from both of us today, which is really nice because we didn't have that in the last 2 videos. So it's nice that you guys can see both of us build some stuff. But enough talk from me. Fua,
Yes, that's me.
what are you doing?
What am I doing? Well, I built a river rapids that is incredibly visible right now in Galatea town. And it will be an attraction that goes through a temple section. And I felt like starting somewhere at the top, where the big drop is. So just to set the architecture style, sort of, figure out what do we want, because I want to have some kind of that it gradually goes from normal village, the harbor, towards more temple section. And we use a bit of different materials than we use in the bigger Galatea town that we built at first. So it was just, trying out a little bit. I had a reference picture that I loved from some kind of temple that I used, and I built my own thing based on that. This. Thank you. Yeah, I just really wanted to have the river rapids calmly slide through the temple section. So that's why, the water is very shallow. And
I love this. I love this half circle, this curve you have. Yeah. And I also saw the river rapids going through. Yeah. It just looks so cool that they actually, like kind of, you made it so they don't bump into it. Mm-hmm. It looks so cool.
Thanks.
I love it.
I thought, how can I actually use those elements? You have in the river rapids, you have all those smaller and wider sections. How can we use them to have some interaction without it being just rocks in the water, you know what I mean? So I really love this half circle as well. I mean, it's like it also almost invites you to get out of the raft and visit the temple. Which you really maybe shouldn't do if it's in a theme park, but
and I love the concept you got going on here. I like the whole going from what we're gonna call Porti Galatea, which is gonna be the dock, or the harbor. I mean, mm-hmm. I really feel like we can make something cool, like building. We've been sending pictures back and forth to each other, but like building these sort of buildings next to the river rapids. So it's kind of like a mountain town that goes all the way with the river rapids. So the mountain here in the back is gonna be more majestic and glorious, I guess, in that sense.
It's a bit of a mess right now.
This is gonna be but it's gonna look pretty when it's done though already. I can tell that. And I really feel like it's cool because then like we can see like Galatea, the town we started on, is sort of the capital here, and here this is like the old sort of Galatea, where the ruins and stuff were. Some are still pretty like 100% intact, where others are completely where the ruins is destroyed, and that's kind of like the whole concept we're going for here. And you did such a perfect start on it.
Thanks. I tried.
I love it.
I really felt like we needed that. I have been pushing that copper element, right? The copper color, because we have some turquoise mixed with like warmer terra colors, like the warm orange and yellow for the base color palette, right? The blues and the yellow and orange. So how cool would it be if we would have color like copper, which is, you know, warm reddish orange, but then if it's corroded, it turns to some kind of, you know, Galatea green.
Yeah.
So I really wanted that pure, cool, rich looking, copper in there, or how do you call it? So that's what I started with. Where can I put it in? And how can I make the floor? That's what I'm doing here again, more majestic looking, because it was a bit too geometrical. So I'm redoing it here. Started with some kind of star,
Ooh, I like this. I like this.
Yeah, because, you know, we base it off that almost like Moorish type of architecture, and they have so many great examples of good mosaics and stuff. It would be really cool to have that in there a little bit more. And I have a cool idea for the harbor station for this river rapids as well, which you will hopefully see in the future.
Nice.
So here I'm redoing the floor.
I love what you're doing here with these, like that little detail you add on here. It's just, it's fucking perfect.
Thanks. Yeah.
Look at that. Wow.
I saved it somewhere on the edge of the town, so we can use it maybe in other buildings, you know. So
our scrapyard.
Yeah, exactly. I just dropped it over there, so you can just borrow it next time if you need some floor somewhere. That's majestic. Awesome. I'm making some kind of door here to give it a grand feeling of a big temple, and you know, you can see there's not actually a temple there, but we just want from the river rapids perspective to give that feeling, right?
Yes, exactly.
So that's what I'm doing here, and I've been fiddling around a little bit with the textures and the decorations in the facade, and what works and what doesn't work, and as you can see, just trying different temple pieces out, which is definitely the best pack for us. I feel like, right? The temple pieces are just so versatile, off-grid, you know.
Galatea is one big showcase of the adventure piece, to be honest.
Yeah, it truly is. So I'm trying stuff out here. It doesn't work, and new door.
Can you do anything? I love this. I love this. These 3 layers before you actually get to a door. Yeah, it's awesome.
Cool. Yeah.
Oh, you use this guy here.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I need more texture. I need some window, but not really a window. Let's see what we can do. And then I found this, which I've never used, but it has great, use. You can use it for so much stuff. I don't know if you've ever used this one. I think it's like the Chinese.
Yeah, I think I've used it like 1 or 2 times, but hasn't been to anything super crazy.
If you mix it with that pointy arch that you have so much in the Moorish buildings, it sort of feels a little bit like it, you know.
Yeah,
it can work as a. Oh yeah, here I'm using that one. Yeah, so just trying to get how can I get details in here with as little pieces as possible, because I am very piece count. What's the word for it? I try to save a lot of pieces because of, you know, I want people to actually be able to open the Spark.
Right, and then they go over and see my builds, which is just custom walls, custom rooms, everything.
I mean, I have to have some balance next to your fully custom buildings. So I'm trying to see what I can use that is not, 10,000 pieces. I don't even know how big this is, but I don't think it has that many pieces. So that's good, because we need a lot more buildings in this section.
We need tons. Yeah, and as you said, like, it's mainly going to be facade buildings and then maybe some terrain in the back, some rocks and stuff, because it's just going to be from the river rapids perspective. And then also when you are at the ground where the harbor is, or at the town, when you look up, we'll just have it so you can actually see there's something going on.
Yeah, the mountain. So, it will be terraformed afterwards, so it, doesn't look weird. We just need to fit the buildings in first and then do the rest later.
And then I think we I mean, we have the coaster, we have this, and then we have the flat ride. I think there was and the boat ride, of course. But I do think we talked about maybe if we had to add one more thing, it would either be the Ferris wheel at the harbor, having it there at the river rapids somewhere. And I think that's mainly the only ride we've kind of like talked about putting in if we have to like get one more. And also to see how it also looks. Like if it's gonna ruin the entire composition, then we're not gonna use it.
Yeah.
You know. But just to have some sort of a festive carnival-ish sort of vibe to it too at the harbor.
Yeah.
Maybe we can even, I don't know, maybe the merry-go-round can go. I don't know, the carousel.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. But we haven't said no to put more rides in here for now. We just don't know which if we're doing it.
Yeah. It needs to be this whole section of the town. I mean, the top mountain part will be sort of not half abandoned and overgrown, but I think in the harbor it can still be lively and, you know, maybe
100%.
Yeah, so definitely with you there. Just
I just
yeah, no.
I just love the whole concept of this park here. Like, just we have the main town, and then the transition is the fields, you know, like the countryside sort of thing, and then you go to the harbor afterwards.
Yeah.
It really feels nice. It feels like something you'll actually see in a RPG game or something, you know.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, I agree. I'm really happy with there's some kind of... I mean, I am trying to think of there are different layers of the town. And it isn't a theme park at all, as you can see, you know. But that was not the goal at all, so...
Not at all. And we don't know exactly when we will finish this. The thing is that since this is such a specific theme, I love to build this theme, the colors, everything, I love it. But we just can't get in there every week and build, because we need that thing where it's like, okay, today is the day, I feel like building some cool stuff in Galatea, and that's where you actually build the best stuff.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
it's not always easy to keep a project going just because we have to, you know.
We don't have a deadline for this. I mean, we obviously...
Not at all.
We just want to
Well, we had one.
We had one last year. I think it's a year ago now, right? Wasn't it July or August?
Yes, something around that time.
Summer 2020, I think. Or was it 2019?
I don't remember anymore.
I don't know anymore.
Time goes so fast.
I don't know time anymore. I guess you guys can feel the
What
same.
is time?
Yeah, it's just, what is time? Anyway.
What is it?
Back to this. I'm just trying to make what I'm doing here is just a little facade of a temple, but what I'm basically trying is finding pieces that we can use all over the place. You know, making new props that we can copy paste, and so it all becomes one coherent.
Yeah, I love these obelisks here.
Yeah,
you can say them.
They're
fucking dope.
I just thought maybe we need some kind of minarets. You know, you have them in mosques.
Yeah.
And those have that pointy, pointy ends. So yeah, I tried to mimic that a bit in our own style, because it's still a fantasy town. It is roughly based off Moorish and Mediterranean architecture, but you know, it's still stuff that we randomly think of. So this is like if we ever had to imagine a fantasy-esque Moorish town, this is how we would see it. And at night, as we talked about, at night is going to be a whole different atmosphere. Yeah,
like at night, that's going to be our focus point actually, to make it
magical,
fantasy, immersive, magical, all that stuff.
Think of all the
where at day it'll be
embers.
Vibrant, and you know, where at night it'll take you to a more immersive sort of vibe.
Yeah, exactly.
FYI though, I love what you've done here. This opening here down with the drop.
It looks terrifying, doesn't it?
It looks terrifying, but as soon as we get stuff underground there and along the drop and stuff, it'll be super cool.
Yeah, you will have
and also
a view of the harbor air town. Yeah.
And also, I also just wanted to keep people in mind that we are not building for the realism aspect and stuff. So this river rapids you might see here might have some crazy things, but it's all part of the plan.
Yeah.
It's all part of the plan. And I also, as Fu said, I also went in and redid a little bit of the river rapids because some parts I didn't like the supports peeking up from the terrain, so I just trying to get it to close to the terrain as possible so we can kind of cover it within facades and buildings and whatnot. Yeah. But man, this is looking so good, Fu. I love it, and I can't wait to see what more you're gonna add up here.
Thanks. Yeah, I had a lot of fun building this, and especially the part where you do the overgrown greenery. That's so much fun.
Yeah, that was awesome. This river rapid is gonna be super cool, especially when it comes down to the ground here again, where we have all this.
Yeah.
Oh man, I just love how this freaking part. This is honestly one of my favorite projects. Like I freaking love it.
Yeah,
it's so
too.
good.
Has been good so far. Can't wait to go back into it. So you're building something now as well.
Yes,
This
as you
is
know
Wikz.
from the last video, I build the building you see in the back here. The other kind of like Moorish kind of build I try to do that's gonna fit well for the harbor here. I'm trying to build a new sort of style, so the harbor here sort of have their own sort of style, but where we still can put some of the from the town in and stuff like that. So here I'm having it more of a white-ish sort of color. Kind of like it's faded away, but still so much clutter and so much going on, like they're lived in, or like it's like markets, or you know, just something. It can be whatever we feel like we need it to be. Yeah, I might even consider putting these two buildings up on the workshop as blueprints, despite them having a few Theme Maker Toolkit pieces. But that's just how it is now, you know.
Yeah, that's how the game is.
So yeah, so we've been sending, as I said, pictures back and forth to each other. We usually do that a lot, like, oh, look at this picture I found, that would be so cool.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much how we do it. And I sent Fu like a picture or two of a building I thought would be kind of cool to do. And that's kind of like what I'm trying to do here with my own sort of go-to and color scheme and clutter and all that stuff. So so as you can see, I made this custom door here with Hydro's small beams. You'll probably... I don't know if you already have them, but you'll probably ask you to download a few Theme Maker Toolkit here.
It's fine.
Next time. But besides that, I mean, it just makes the building so much better with all these pieces, because I can make them myself with, like, I tried to with brackets and the small planks, and it just didn't go.
The pieces are not small enough. It's just, you know.
Exactly. So I thought it was okay to do it like this.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's pretty much what I did. So I'm just pretty much just building and building, and trying to somehow to get it all working together, especially with the building I did on the other side too. So I'm making a little overhang here, and just trying to make a nice sort of person, like give it some character. Pretty much is what I'm trying to say. And I feel like this building might be like a flower store, or like something that just sells all kinds of stuff. I don't know what, but I still need a lot of stuff for market. Like, so if anyone is out there that make Theme Maker Toolkit stuff,
clutter,
market stuff,
give us clutter, please.
Yes, I will love it. It'll be so nice. But yeah, making this, as you can see, I kind of like put them on a little off angle, so it kind of like looking like they are leaning a little bit towards each other, the walls here, and it makes the shape of the building just stand out a lot more.
Yeah, for sure. That works really well, and it gives me a North African vibe as well with the slanted roofs. Yeah,
it's really nice. I love it, and I feel like now when I got these two builds here sort of fixed and stuff, I feel like I might be able to try out a third or fourth of my kind of my own take on it without having any reference pictures, because I kind of have an image now on how I can make these buildings look. Imagine like an entire area here. We have some walls, a few towers, and then these super cute, nice buildings here with shops inside when people leave or come from the harbor area. I think that's gonna look super dope.
Yeah, for sure. Will be really... It will be good to not only have the town section lively, you know, and this is just a quaint village part, but still, I'm looking forward to see what vibe this area will get when we're done.
Yes,
you
same.
know what I mean?
Same.
Yeah, it'll be
very interesting.
It will be, yeah. I hope it will look more overgrown and also more, I don't know, old.
But busy. We'll have a lot of plants and bunting and like some of those canopies over, like giving them some shade. Because it's hot here. It's hot here in Galatea.
Yeah,
it's hot.
For sure.
Never rains here, even though it's
green.
and then we kind of like need a little bit of a lore, like an origin story to this. Kind of like just a cool. But we'll work on that. That's still in the progress. I kind of like to do that on these kind of projects, making a story to them, and this one makes it fun. This one makes it give a purpose. Like, I built this building, but I don't know what it's for. You know, like, nah. Like, I built this building because it needs to be here, because it has a purpose.
Yeah. Exactly. And I was also thinking it would be cool, you know, you see the river rapids behind this one. And the water, it looks a bit weird because it is, you know, with the river rapids there, but maybe we can make some houses on the lower level of the rapids, you know, like we have in the city I live in. We have a lower level for the canals where you unload cargo and, you know, stuff like that. Maybe we can do something fun with that as well behind this, so you have all these elevation levels of little houses.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool. I also thought, like, here, you know, you can see where the river rapids are, like right behind this building. There's this like this terrain here. There's quite a tall like cliff or something. So I felt like maybe we could make like a small like canal or something.
Yeah,
just
exactly.
At this section here.
Yeah, that's what I mean as well. And then bridges over it, and then, you know, stuff hanging from the bridges, and just all this interaction.
So as you can hear, guys, we are not done, because we have plenty of ideas we constantly want to build. But as I said, no more rides is gonna get added though. Yeah. Besides what we talked about.
I think we have our hands full with that river rapids of like 10 kilometers long.
Yeah, what's good about the coaster though is that it's mainly just the support work and the coaster station that needs work, and the queue.
Yeah.
But besides that, the coaster is quite themed and it's smoothed, and it is fine as it is, the coaster. So it's nice we don't have to get back to that.
Yep.
There are a few things to go back into the town to do. Like, I need to do the restaurant, and then we need some more clutter and a little bit of stuff. But besides that, it's kind of nice a nice breather to get away from it and start like on scratch on a new area in the park. Even though it's still the same theme, but still not.
Yep.
You know.
I love this building with all the angles that you've added so far. It is.
Thank you.
Very refreshing.
Yes, I feel like that too. And I really enjoy building these because it's a new theme for me to build, and it's a new style. And honestly, I have not really seen anyone build these sort of styles, especially with the color schemes and stuff. And I've honestly, I mean, I can say this, I think we're nailing it pretty good.
I agree. I am really happy with this project.
And I feel like that's what makes it so unique, that it's not been seen before in a sense, and that's also what's pushing me forward to actually finishing it and keep adding more unique stuff.
Yeah.
And especially with your temple bit you did there, I can totally see how this is slowly going to evolve with like just it's gonna be beautiful. Absolutely.
Do you think
we also do need to make the station for the boat ride though?
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah, true. There's still no station. We did. I did make some part 2 episodes ago, I think, with the elevation with the stairs. But yeah, it also needs little houses, and just it will come together when we have more here, I think. You know, it just needs to gradually evolve into a new style, and then we will see what we do with the harbor for the boat. Right?
Yes. I was also thinking we might be able to add some boats in the water. I have those Babylonian boats I did like...
Yes.
I don't know how long ago I did it. But we could place a few of those. They're like gold, and they have all these colors, and...
I mean, you could maybe... We could make them a bit, adapt them to the colors of Galatea, but that sounds amazing. If I am
we could
imagining
totally do
the
that.
boats that I think you mean.
Yeah, it's the ones I did for Floss's Babylon park. And they fit perfect for this section here too.
Really cool. Yeah, for sure we need to use that.
So that's great. Here I'm making a balcony. I'm actually super happy how this balcony ended up. Or, well, it's just like an extension to the build. Yeah. I was really going all in on this build here and tried to add some different angles and different textures to make it just so unique in a sense, you know, like something you haven't seen before. And I really like this crypt fence here for this sort of roofing I do here too.
I've never seen anyone use it like that. That's really clever.
Yeah, it feels like it's small sticks putting together and like, you know, instead of... Yeah, I dig it. I dig it.
Me too. Creative.
So yeah, it's... I'm using so many, like, I don't know what it is, but lately I've just been really grooving in Planco. This, even though if it's not Theme Maker Toolkit or not, but... I can totally feel though when I go from projects there's no Theme Maker Toolkit into now. Like if I have the Theme Maker Toolkit, I can just my brain just keeps on going. Where when it comes to like having this restriction of being vanilla builds like Blackmire above end, especially when you've started to use them so much, it's starting to get there. It's starting to get to me now with like, so that's why I really want to finish all my projects that are vanilla builds, because I can feel it on my groove. Right.
Do you have so many then? Because there was only one that I did recently. That was vanilla.
Well, I mean, I did the movement thing, and then I have, like I said, Blackmire, above end, and above end and Blackmire are really projects that want to be finished. I mean, above end is gonna be finished here through the month, so that's good. So yeah.
By the way, I really love how you have that wooden. How it has these gaps in between those planks. That's really cool. It gives that really old feeling of... Oh, and that shape is really fun as well.
I love these pieces from Hydro. We can literally do whatever we want with them. Look at that, right? It's perfect. Maybe I should just copy paste these windows and these extensions I do, so we can always add them to other buildings, maybe.
Yeah. Good idea.
So we have it. Already. As you can see here, custom wall, lots of pieces. Yay! It's great. And also, don't mind the people walking in and stuff, because the paths are here, and I just found a spot to just build it randomly. So, so I will fix it. Here I'm trying some stuff out, but it's not really working for me. So.
When we're done with all the builds, we will make sure there's barriers in walls and stuff, so people don't walk through random.
Yes.
Random things.
And we will also, depending on what kind of builds we've done, see what is blueprintable and throw that out to you guys on the workshop too.
Yeah.
Especially these two builds I've done, and I think you did one build too.
I have several buildings that I really liked that I want to upload later on, but I just feel like uploading it when the whole park is up, right? When the whole
when we're starting to get there, 100%. But yeah, as you can see here now, getting at that point now where I'm kind of finished with the shaping of the build. So it's just the clutter and the decorated parts now. That's what I'm gonna do. As you can see here, making my own custom canopy here because I don't like the other ones. Oh, I do, but it's just annoying that they have that extra support beam on it. It's just so weird.
They're too short. And
it's so weird.
It is weird.
I don't know what it is. As you can see here, I was like, nah, this doesn't look good, so I'm just trying this out. I just wanted like some sort of a nice, but I just don't make it. So I'm just adding bunching on here instead to make it feel like it. You know, it's just it's fine. And then some decals using yours and Hydro's as well is a good mix of both of them. Making the building look a little bit, you know, dirty. So that's nice. Finishing off the roof, as you can see here, this building is getting so much more detailing now after when I'm finally finishing it. Also on the back side, a little bit of clutter. Yeah, figuring out, okay, maybe I should actually color this because that will break up the building a bit.
Good thinking. Looks good with the blue.
Yeah, exactly my thought. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And then afterwards, I'm still adding clutter, something on the inside too, so you can actually, when you look inside of the opening, you'll actually see stuff. Adding this guy up here too. Like you see, it's really getting together now. This building here, I'm really liking it.
Yeah, the angles are really. I feel like you built this with inspiration. You can see it.
Yeah, I was very inspired. I love it. Just a little red carpet here.
Ooh.
Make it look more cool, you know,
fancy.
like just fancy. Then just cluttering up the stuff here. Plans, whatever we can find.
All the things.
All the things in the world we're placing here. It's great.
Yeah, it looks good.
So yeah, and I'm also adding a extension on the right side of the building, like a, I don't know what you call those, so I'm just gonna call it an extension, like a little window extension sort of thing. We will get there very soon, but I feel like the right side, like now when we had the wood texture on the left here, I feel like something on the right side would kind of break it up too and make it a good composition and balance through the whole build.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just trying to add a little bit more stuff here and there to make it look that extra crispy. And then afterwards, just adding some trim work. You know, doing the dang.
Cool.
And yeah, slowly getting there.
I can't get over how cool it looks. The what was it called? Was it the spooky fence or was it the graveyard one?
The crypt. Yeah, the crypt fence.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it works so well with this. It's crazy, actually. Loving it. Yeah, just a little balcony there, you know.
With a drink, just chilling.
Yeah. And then here I'm making the inside so it actually looks like it makes sense that this guy's a little bit higher up the ground, so it actually feels like a balcony, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm just making a quick inside here, so from the outside you'll actually see how it, like, you'll just see that it's not like just a hole in the wall or anything. But it's mainly this side I only do interior, because this is mainly the side you'll see from the outside. So
yeah.
We build for perspectives, guys. Unless I put it on the workshop, then obviously I'll polishing it and stuff.
Yeah, because you know we have so many buildings that are half open. We cannot make full interiors for all of them. We can't. It's just too much piece count, and yeah, no one is going in anyway.
It is.
So.
It is indeed. And I love your cauldrons too. You did here.
My little cauldrons. Yeah.
Yeah. So we were slowly getting there. To the end now. Just finishing up some stuff, and here we are going to that section I told you about where I'm making this sort of wooden window extension sort of thing. I'm actually quite happy how that one turned out too. Actually super happy how it turned out, and that's also what I meant by if we copy paste some of these things we're doing, it will make it easier to add some extra things to some of the buildings we have to duplicate, so we can maybe not make them so similar to each other.
Yes, for sure. We just
yeah.
glue them all together in a different format.
Pretty much. I mean, that's pretty much how it works, you know.
This town is so building heavy. We cannot make for every angle a specifically made building, you know. So I like that with the shutters that are open like that. That's fun.
Yeah, that's kind of like what I try to do, and then I was just trying to give it some cool texture and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because I did start to see I do this in the back. It kind of feels like there's still opening, but it's just like you know those things you can like move like sort of like curtains, but it's more like they're old school. You see them a lot in Middle East and stuff.
Yeah.
I hope you know what I mean.
Yeah,
but those were the ones I was trying to make in the back of the window frame.
You mean the little tiny strips of wood that are connected with like a rope, and then you pull them.
Exactly. That thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So I know. Yeah, it definitely looks like it. I love this.
Yeah, and look how much you just added to the building, getting this extension on the side.
Yeah, for sure. That was good. Good composition there.
Yes, and then I'm just adding a little bit on the back here too, so there's something to look at, some roping and all that stuff, and then I'm pretty sure we are at the end. Cool. Pretty much at the end here now.
It's quite a intense episode this time. There's a temple and there's a new building.
I was also sitting and wondering, should we cut them up in two? But I was like, you know what? People are usually used to get these videos from Galatea where we both have.
Yeah.
So I think it's totally fine, and I rather want that. So, but look at these fucking awesome cinematics, guys. Okay, enjoy them, and hopefully within a month we will have a new Galatea episode out for you guys. So yeah, I love what you did, Fua, and I hope you love what I did.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just so fucking awesome. And guys, let us know what you think in the comments down below. And yeah, just share your thoughts with me and Fua. We would love to hear it. And Thanks for hanging with me as always, Fua.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Always fun.
So yeah, guys, take care, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Doei.